Oh my goodness. Happy holidays, y'all. After a maybe 2-hour long wait, I finally was able to get on. So let's see what we can do here. Gotta get my bearings. Alright, so I guess I'm going north. Which means I should actually have an 80 out here. Pali's the way to go. Let's go. So this place has got a weird, like, way to get out of it. There was a part in Realm Reborn that's like that. I can't remember specifically what it is. So these big boys right here, these big shiny boys, are making things bad in the area. They killing the vibe, and we got to do something about it. I had a very good weekend. Was in Delaware for DCW. Great crowd actually. It was good seeing everybody. Got a little spicy towards the end of it, but I was really proud of our people. I'm not gonna lie, it felt good to G up and, you know, be a part of something that, you know, demands respect. I can rock with that. But thanks for DCW again for hosting us and letting us be a part of everything. Always noteworthy when we go up there. This is a rather finer boat than I had expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board and be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, and perhaps our only hope for toppling this tower. For all of our sakes, do not hesitate to do must be done. To do what must be done, whatever that may be. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let us be off. Oh boy. Let's go. Waiting for the big stuff to happen. Let's go for it.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now. It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could. So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. few more steps.
Yay, see, what's up, baby? Yo, I'll be playing this game forever. You all have no idea.
Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
What up,
Now
see?
we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets. What?
Got him! Playing a bunch of AVGN adventures. Nice. You know they had an AVGN video game, I think? Like maybe even 2 of them? That's the one. Nice. Better graphics than this for sure. They had like an 8-bit one and then a 16-bit one, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Oh shit, okay. We got some Soylent Green action.
Oh, let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh!
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
AVGN 1, 8, and 2, you can say the games borrow from both 8 and 16-bit. Because 1 looked like Mega Man 2, right? I got the deluxe version on the Switch. Ah, the same Switch that won't play Twitch.
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased.
I keep checking every
My
day.
patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight. Though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
Patrons of old? Hey, don't forget, subscribe to my Patreon. Damn,
Allow
Van
me
Daniel.
to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Asien.
That's him.
I inherited the position and the soul of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking.
I do have a Patreon. I have nothing to offer, though, so I don't really put it over.
That fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Asians and imbued with the former Van Daniel's knowledge and memories. But I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am. How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Asian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded.
Oh boy, here we go. Let's go with some lore
I
dumps.
have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes?
Oh boy. Yeah, we did.
Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
Don't do it. Oh shit, don't do it. We're getting some echo action, baby.
At your service.
Oh! You know they had to do it to us.
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met. Day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence. Fulfill. And ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence.
That's the ethereal, logical
For they were ever
dungeon
hungry for
sound.
stimulation. Slaves to the slightest hint, and amusement was afoot.
Delaware was fine.
Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected
The crew almost had to jump a dude
and greatest
in the crowd, like for shoot. Pretty cool. We handled our business though.
And
Yeah.
just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was
We had
not
one of our guys
satisfied.
on the floor.
Heed me, Amon.
Oh, Zo!
How vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death.
A fan decided to be a part of the show.
All is lost.
He didn't know which side of the guardrail he was supposed to be on.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you.
We handled it.
For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work.
It was pretty galvanizing. We all
And as fortune
pulled together,
would have it,
ran
the
up.
seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting.
Hell yeah, brother.
Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation.
So it felt good to rally behind one of our own.
Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
We got some Kingdom Hearts level shit going on now.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
Getting a little existential here. Excuse me. What is life? Bro, I was just sitting there just tripping on some echo for about 5 to 10 minutes. No wonder Homeboy
easily
disappeared.
distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell.
Once you cross that threshold, it's on. I love wrestling, but not
As
break
for
that
your
threshold to get
friends,
beat
you
up.
needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primals. If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, Enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades? We shall meet again! Not in these mind spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose.
This is pretty grandiose already.
Playmate is ever so eager to see.
You talking about Xenos. So they're just, this is the Matrix now. We're doing the Matrix. We're gonna scorch the sky, we're gonna get some elephant dreams, and we're gonna summon our primal. Oh man, things getting serious. But I was standing here the whole time. Yo, is that a fucking unicorn? What up? Yup. Ah, you are returned. Where's Mistress Nidhana? I don't know, dude. I just saw a 20-minute cutscene. Couldn't tell you what happened. Mansuya, preserve. Just when we had succeeded in making the talisman. I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. Yeah. We went to the tower, and it was the Matrix. Is this fate? Oh, I have to activate it. So I'll just go this way. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so C. I almost wish a motherfucker would. Because, you know, what if I really wanted to throw hands on somebody that just jumped that guardrail? You're not really supposed to. But you're supposed to. Does that make sense? Something's going awry, hasn't it? What happened? But hold up, though. What's with this outfit? See that? So it was Fendaniel after all. Damn that bastard. Makes sense to me. Maybe just, I don't know, choke him out. To put him down. Not really, like, pop somebody, like, strike him. You know what I mean? Well, all of this right here is now premeditation, so I can't do nothing about it. I do not condone. I'm talking about in Minecraft, obviously. I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you are right to return here first. We must tread wary, lest we endanger Nidhana and the other captives. We get an XP for that one, boys. Let's go a little derper. The satrap of Haz-Hatan. Thancred is wearing a grim expression. First, we must inform everyone of the situation, Nidhana's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. Well, he's getting real close. He's getting real close up on me. Oh, Nidhana. Can you answer me this? Though Nidhana's trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Then, if it were some pre-planned thing and I was allowed to interact, I'd be down. Otherwise, those guys are far tougher than me. Oh, man. I'm gonna tell you what. I think too many people are being allowed on the other side of the guardrail. We need to... Anybody could now have a match. Which I understand is the nature of wrestling. Wrestling can be anything. Wrestling can be anything. But if anybody can cross the guardrail and do what we do, then it cheapens it. All the training, all the money, all the hurt. I can't lift my right arm a specific type of way because of wrestling now. I agree, that training isn't cheap. In addition to thanking you in person, he would also discuss further avenues of collaboration. And if so, if this is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Rasatan for an audience with His Excellency? So I have two minds of it. Yeah, specifically the too long didn't read version of what I'm trying to get at here is that wrestling can be anything, which means anybody can be a part of it, because obviously that's what makes it great, because it can be anything. It could be bad, it could be poetic, it could be corny, it could be anything. It could be cinematic. But then that also means it could be somebody that has money, that got all the connections, but also wants to be a part of the show. That's what it is too. It could be the stupid things along with the good things, which is, I guess, the point of having it. So I want to run a new dungeon. Like, that's where I'm trying to get at here. But right now I'm running 2 parallel main quests, I think. So these icons on the right with the fire on them, those are main scenarios. But this right here is not. So maybe I can come back to this. For all that gil. Yeesh. Where am I going? Up there? Not right now. Not right now. Let's go back to our old Charlayan. Let's go. And we're going to make it our home spot. Wait a minute. Am I attuned to this aetherite? Oh, you're preaching to the choir, my dude. I won't lie, it's kind of funny seeing a fan get their ass handed to him like that. That's one of my favorite things to do, actually. There'll be the compilations of fans jumping in the ring and getting their ass beat. Love it. Alright, let's keep it moving. Oh, and of course I got some quests to turn in. Let's go. Sage. Oh, I can't. You see these things? You see these things? What's going on here? What is going on here? All safely delivered? Ha, of course they were. My shop is well known for carrying publications. Not only I see things. I've been seeing those portals floating around, kind of like Fortnite. But from all manner of foreign chroniclers and telltalers, meaning every time a new shipment comes in, I'm faced with an avalanche of work. We've been buried alive without your assistance today, so here's a little something to show my gratitude. Go on, you've earned it. You're goddamn right, I deserve it. Taking a shortcut because I'm lazy. He wasn't there. I don't think I'll ever see him again. You found him, just like Big Mooney would have. Oh, that's what I call the neighbor who used to play with me. She was so tall and smart, and always so nice. She'd tell me stories about her friend, a powerful wizard, who could summon his very own carbuncle companion. That's why I wanted one for myself. I have to learn how to move him around better, though, so that when Mooney comes back, she can see how hard I've been practicing my magics. This is for you. Papa says that when someone helps you, you have to show your gratitude. So, thanks for finding my carbuncle. Bye. Yeah, boy, we're getting legs. Let's go. New pants hype. Open that bitch up. Open up the fucking pit. We got leggings. Let's go. Dark hemp and trousers offending. 215. I'm level. Bop, 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 bop. Fucking saved, boys. I don't know about y'all, but that was pretty fucking cool. Me when the phone gives me a pleasant thing to look at. Scholar's Harbor. So C, you've been watching me play Final Fantasy VI. You love Final Fantasy VII. And now you've been checking out a little bit of 14. Isn't that nuts? How many different versions of this game can be made and remade? Nuts considering the first was supposed to be the last. Very true. And they got 16 coming up? What the hell? If we are to efficiently supply the mumble mumble, requisition request for the gleaners and no time for mistakes. The Aurori man seems to be lost in contemplation. Perhaps a gentle poke will get his attention. Hold up! Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Boop, boop. By Thalvax Quill! Where did you spring from? Sorry, but that ass was fat. She grows tired of waiting. I'm not sure Oh gods, that was today? I was so engaged with my tasks that I must go to her immediately. THICC third. And you must be rewarded for this service. Come along, please. Quickly now, quickly. We poking them. By the way, I also ate pizza, real pizza today, with a motherfucking stuffed crust, boy. I said, treat yourself today. Non-keto. That's why I'm so hyped right now. I'm like full of sugar. I ate a bunch of cookies too. My dad started baking those recently. Oh boy. Yeah, these were the Red Velvet Chips Ahoy chips, my friend. I has to have them. My favorite. Well, my sweetheart finally arrived thanks to your gentle reminder. He looked so exhausted from his endless labors, however, that I sent him home to rest. I had a feeling that he'd be at Nunkimp's site. They said that Spurs of Rock was wherever Eponymous Archon used to sit, where he had matters to meditate upon. My habitually late love holds Nenkiev in great esteem for both his role as the founder of Charlayan and the ark he built to save people from the floodwaters of the Sixth Umbral Calamity. Thus I have an inkling of where to look when the appointed time of our trysts has passed. In any case, I should go and be with him whilst we still have some spare moments to enjoy. Oh, but I mustn't forget your reward, a little token of appreciation from the two of us to you. Bing bong! Now hold up. That specimen came from the moon. What? Hold up. Alright, let's talk to Alizé. See what's up with her. A seat at the last stand. Ha 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 ha. I'm as busy as ever. I see. How very Charlayan that no other gourmet cafe has sprung up to compete for customers. Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear what the average citizen has to say about the telephony. We might even learn something new. Worth a try, don't you think? Alizé is now accompanying you. Okay, here we go. Where are we going? What are we doing? What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking to share a table, then I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. You misunderstand, sir. We were simply wondering if you knew of the telephony. These enemies of peace have promised an end to all we hold dear, and... Wait, you're that House Levere girl, aren't you? And this man with you is obviously a foreigner. I heard you were disowned for helping outsiders indulge their barbaric whims, and here you are giving truth to the rumor. I'll thank you to leave me be. I've naught to say to the likes of you. Well, I must apologize. 'Twas foolish of me to expect an ounce of civility from one so enlightened. Come, Etros. Ha! Bitch! Someone here at the cafe should be willing to speak with us. Let's ask around. Damn, y'all shorties! What up? Yes, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Pray excuse the interruption, but we were hoping you might share your thoughts on the telephony and their unconscionable plans. My goodness, if it isn't the young Miss Levier. Well, hello there, children. Oh yeah, we got Chef. Man, rest in peace to the big homie, Chef. My apologies, but I work in the offices of the Forum, and if word reached Master Forchamp for Shenlant that I was helping you. I see. We're sorry to have bothered you. Dickin' it, dude. Welcome, sir. What can I offer you today? Wait, is that Mistress Alizé I see there? My word, how long has it been? Far too long. Meet Dickin, the owner of The Last Stand. I used to frequent his cafe on occasion, in between lessons at the Studium. That seems like an age ago now. I remember hearing that you and Master Alphanode had set sail for Eorzea, but then you never came back. Lately there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Is everything alright at home? It's complicated, and I haven't expected complete strangers to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. So what was this interesting AVGN level? Well, it is House Levier. No matter how discreet Master Forchant may have been, news of your families, blah, 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 things are what they are what brings you back to the city now of all times. We have questions, and only Charlene has the answers. Tell me, Master Dickin, have you heard anything about an apocalypse called the Final Days? What, like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find? Information on this apocalypse? Yes, whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, your patrons appear to be unwilling to speak with me. I wish there was more I can do to help. It's called Beat 'em and Eat 'em. It's modeled after those porn games that they had on Atari back in the 80s. Oh boy. Hey yo! Then few will know your face. We should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wiser. We just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up some friendly conversation while you're settling down the food. You might just get the answers you're looking for. Oh, we going undercover, boy. Okay, let's go. Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think? We doing it. That's the spirit. Pay attention now, and I'll explain where each of these dishes needs to go. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting by the water's edge. The omelet is for one of our regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisla. She's sitting at an outside table with a friend of hers. I need to remember this. I'm going to forget. Behind him, you should see Makote gentleman. He ordered the oven-baked lobster. Makote lobster. Makote lobster. Makote lobster. Makote lobster. Makote lobster. Makote lobster. Alright, how do I do this? Makote lobster. Any troubles? Remember, the tea set goes by the group. Tea by the water, tea by the water, tea by the water, tea by the water, because water goes into tea. Omelet is for Geisha, a Highlander woman. Omelet, eggs, women. Women have eggs because of reproductive organs. We got to remember this. And then the Makote lobster. Ha! 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 I think you'll be better off if I stay here out of sight. Find out what you can. There'll be a hot cup of coffee waiting for you. Bro. Tea, water, egg, woman, lobster. Thank you. Here we are, cafe table, baby. Where are we? That's not a Makote. That's a Makote, but that's not a woman. This is by the water. So they need tea. Oh, my tea set. Yeah, boy, we did it. The who? I'm sorry, I've never heard of them or their final days. My friends and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you wanted to hear about the ritual arcane practices of the 6th astral area, common or esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off. Next. Alright. That's not a Makote. That's not a Makote. They're women, though. So that's the omelet. Because eggs. Women. Finally. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's dig in. No time to waste. What? The Telephory? Ah, yes, I remember seeing the name in the latest Gazette. That and some grand claim about the end of days. Same old senseless warmongering. When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Best stay out of it, I say. The Forum made the right choice, and I fully support their decision to remain neutral. Last but not least, I couldn't have gotten through this without you, see, because I would have forgotten. So, for information's sake, this is a Makote. You can tell by the ears. And the tail, which I think they're sitting on. Lobster, boy. Then we got Kefka. At last, the oven-baked lobster is mine. You have no idea how long I've scrimped and saved and suffered to avoid this heavenly dish. The final days, this is the first I've heard of it. Although that would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet. It must have been a busy time to be a gleaner. What? You don't know what a gleaner is? They're collectors of a sort. Traveled the world procuring things that we haven't got here in Charlayan. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So named for those folk who trail after the reapers in the fields, picking up every grain which was missed. Aye, by all accounts, gleaning is the most meticulous and demanding profession. If these Telephory make good on their audacious threats, then many uncatalogued rarities could be lost forever. Why else would the gleaners be buzzing about in such a frenzy? Watch the harbor, and you'll see what I mean. They're carting loads in from the docks all day. It's never been this hectic before. Not like this. Okay. Cool. Not only am I starting to learn how to pronounce these flowery terms. Any trouble with the customers? Were you able to get anyone talking? Interesting. They seem unaware of the final days, aside from whatever vague news the gazettes are printing. Even Dickon had nothing to offer, and he's the best source of gossip in the city. If the Forum does have secret knowledge, then they've done an impressive job of ensuring nobody whispers it in the wrong ear. In any case, thank you for playing the part so well. Here, that cup of coffee I promised. But let's enjoy our drink somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossips and their wagging tongues. Hey, yo! What's this all about? Associate guildship humps will be available once you fulfill the certain conditions in the main scenario quest for Endwalker. What about this one, though? Charlayan or no, we are in dire need of skilled help right now. In order to undertake this quest, you must be a disciple of the hand or land at level 80 or above. Of level 80 or above. I am level 81, actually. So... yeah, my paladin's 81, so I don't know what we're talking about. Yes, this should do nicely. Out of the wind and out of sight.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlian? Grahas said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently. They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos.
Labyrinthos. Good thing they said it out loud. I wouldn't have. Yeah, that's me hearing that word for the first
A
time.
vast complex beneath the island.
Oh, it's a dungeon, I
Charlian
bet.
is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility.
Sounds like
Still, that
one
did
with a name
seem
like
to be
that.
an unusually large shipment.
True.
When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait, didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
We go into the Labyrinthos. We should tell the others what we've learned about the Gleaners. Going ahead to Noeumenon. I wish they would say that name out loud. And I'll join you in a moment. Master Dickon... Excuse me. Master Dickon will want his cups back. Somehow she's gonna get... There's gonna be something that happens. The Studium. Need to go to the Studium. Saying it out loud so I don't forget on my simple walk to the Aetheryte. Because I'm an idiot. Wait, what's this? Welcome back, Elcha. It's been for a walk and cleared your head, have you? Not exactly. We did some impromptu investigating and turned up information on the Gleaners. It makes sense. The Gleaners take their requests directly from institutions and bureaucrats, but as you say, they ultimately answer to the Forum. a sudden and significant increase in Gleaner traffic and in cargo. It certainly gives the impression of an overarching plan being put into motion. Let us see what theory we can build from the facts. As Gistola observed earlier, Numenon's archives appear to contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Etros and Alizé learned at the Last Stand, we could be reasonably sure that most Charlayans know nothing of that particular period of ancient history. Yet my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but they are also somehow certain that the destruction being perpetrated by the Telophori is wholly unlike these apocalyptic events. Moreover, the Forum claims to be so occupied by a duty of such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Eorzea's request for aid. And now the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale. I do not think it is a stretch to conclude that the Gleaners' recent activities are in service to the Forum's secretive ends. They plotting and scheming. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthos and assess the situation for ourselves, and if we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. What should we expect down there? Oh, I would hate to spoil the surprise. You don't know, Bit. As for myself, there are a few more subjects I would like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I'll see to it that each is returned to its proper place. That would be a great help. Thank you, Raha. They're just going to call him Raha now. Let's head down the stairs over there, and I'll show you where the entrance is. Hold up! Hey, yo! Ready? Labyrinthos is not too far from here. You may find the path a bit disorienting. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Let's go. Look, this looking like God of War. No matter what, I'm going too fast for it. Now you run, try to keep up. Keep to the path, straight ahead. Yeah, I don't see what's so disorienting about this. We crossed the bridge. I see some children crossing the bridge. Up here. Okay. Yeah, I can bop to this. Final Fantasy XIV has the best soundtrack. Like, overall, the best soundtrack. The Rostra, not far now. The Primals, you gotta check them out. If you like the Black Mages, by the way. Here we are, through this door and down the stairs. You did remember to attune to the shard back there, did you? It'll make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, we should keep moving. Oh my god, did I? I did. We're going to talk to the Chocobo Keep first. We're all here now, yes? I've taken the liberty of securing permission for our group's descent. Right, everyone onto the lift and down we go.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky. In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves. And this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation. Knowledge buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Oh, we fancy, huh?
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing. But I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The worst enemy of it all.
And once upon a time, this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
So this is now Nerve. This is Tokyo 3.
Aren't those people gleaners?
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but would seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Ugh. Did you call to me just now? No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent. I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
It's kind of weird seeing like an artificial sun area because I went to go fight the evil light in the last expansion, but still pretty cool. You're here to help or give me more headaches because you don't have the look of a gleaner, and I'm in no mood for idle chatter. One of my colleagues was so exhausted he took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. Now I have a pack of marmots running loose. Your exchange with Erinvel has taught you about exhausted gleaners. Yeah, they tired. This game is a giant metaphor for capitalism, obviously. We're going to get the XP as a sage. You must be level 80. Oh, God. Yeah, we just looking around, hanging out. Let me think. The Rhea seed should be item 1058. Common seeds, hold up. Hey, yo! Or my head feels like it's stuffed with Moko grass. Why more loads to take out than carry in? Why do all this at once and why do all this at once and risk mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the Corlithan carrots for the Galbanian carrots? What then? Your exchange with XiV has taught you about large shipments coming in and out of Labyrinthos. Man, these people be snitching, self-reporting on themselves straight up. What's up, Dobbin? We out here dobbing it. You know, you want to know what I'm doing? Hauling books and ore and fauna. If it needs hauling, I'll haul it. Every decade or so, they take stock in Labyrinthos. You know, sort and tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. They just did one a few summers ago even. Then, with no warning at all, this mess gets dropped in our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason. Could be that they're changing the layout, eh? Preparing for the next big expansion. Ha! What? Oh, self-referential. Taking stock in Labyrinth. Is this the developers telling us something? Any luck, Etros? What tales did the Gleaners have to tell? So this grand operation began without warning, and for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right. The Forum is definitely up to something, and they're turning Labyrinth upside down in the process. Yeah, boy. Where is the... Okay. Kryl peers lost in thought. We would do well to learn more of what specifically the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who has tasked them to do it. If you're game, Etros, I have an idea. Yeah, let me just kneel down for this. Didn't one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escape the marmots? Perhaps if you were to help him capture said creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. I'm getting the cut of your jib. In the meantime, I will turn my charms upon this gleamer here. We can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting. Are you going to seduce this dude? That looks like entrapment, my guy. Let's not go there. You wish to help me find the marmots? I've nothing suitable to pay you for your services, but if you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome the assistance. The name is Aaronville, friend, a specialist in the collection of live specimens. That said, the capture of these Naximnian marmots is a trial I've no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. For a mercy, there are no other marmot species on this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, stuff them in this sack. Gently, of course. Where to begin, you wonder? I've not seen any scampering around here, so we'll need to widen our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a marmot or you. I'll search the trees to the west. The eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. Well, let's go. We created an artificial day-night cycle. Just like... This is a meta commentary. Holy shoot. Okay, trolls are pretty big. Trolls be pretty big. You's a big boy. You big. You big. I see you. I see you. You looking like something out of a like a Miyazaki movie. I'm with it. I'm kind of scared. I'm not going to engage unless I have to. We're checking out some grizzled mouse action though. Yo, we killed the shit out of that dog. Yeah, Holy Spirit will do the job. Chirp, squeak, get out of here, little mouse. Barely you have readied the sack when the grizzled mouse scampers off to the underbush. Of course, of course. We need to extend this quest a little bit longer. Whoa. Are you mugging me? Are you trying to step? Nah, I didn't think you did. Easy. Good game. Oh. Get out of here. Squeak. Rat sack, baby. We all about the rats. The rodent nimbly evades your grasp once more disappearing into the trees. Yep, because all good things comes in threes. Can I just quietly sneak past them? Probably not. I'm gonna try. Immersion ruined. Game of the year, chasing marmots around. I've played enough Final Fantasy XIV to know exactly where we're going with this. Oh, ether current hype, let's go. I may have to sneak around these boys. These trolls are big. They don't really look like trolls. Alright, so now what? Or is it all the way up there? I bet you it is. How do we get up there? I'm all the way up there. What the hell? Hold up. Chirp. Squeak, squeak. More prepared for its speed this time, you succeed in closing the sack over your elusive quarry. Yeah, we did it. No, I'm not accepting that. Hold up. The Outer Circuit's researcher's brow is creased in consternation. Excuse me, do you have a moment? I have an urgent task to attend to, and I could use some assistance. As the supervisor of the sector, I was concerned with how cool the air in Marnville Forest felt as I walked through my usual rounds. Ordinarily, it should be a touch more humid. My colleagues assure me that the gauges are displaying acceptable temperatures and, well, hinted that I was being oversensitive. My instincts, however, inform me otherwise. Would you mind assisting me with a more thorough investigation? Thank you. Payment will be forthcoming. Of course, but first, let us begin by assessing the problem from within the forest itself. Yeah, but more quests. Ahem. Ho there, friend. Fancy lending a hand to a gleaner in need? I'm fairly new to all this gleaning business, so it's only proper that someone with the requisite experience deliver this very important Uldalin chemical compound to that research facility. You know, that one with a short way to the west? Why not take it yourself? I ain't going mask off yet. Well, why you ask? Because, well, I have an urgent matter to attend to elsewhere. Yes, very urgent, very far from here. I would have done it myself, of course, but duty calls. Just deliver this package to someone in the position of seniority, and I promise I'll be back here to pay you for the favor. Yo, why you so mad? My man mad. He kind of mad, though. How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. Ah, there's the odd marmot out. Wait here a moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. Thankfully, the marmots seem to be unharmed. They've held up well in isolation, but it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. Who tasked you to capture them? What will we do with the marmots now? I need to know. Oh, I'll kill them. I'll murder them. That's for the forum to decide. They are the guiding authority behind the labyrinthos, after all, and the shell was one but small part of this great inventory of theirs. Suitable for consumption, easy to breed. Those were the 2 conditions I was given for the stock I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least, I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. There you are, Etros. Is this the gleaner you mentioned? The one who was looking for lost marmots? Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk, anyway? I'm Kral of the students of Baldessian. These others are my associates. Truth be told, the forum's decisions of late have not sat entirely well with us. That is why we made the descent into Labyrinthos. We hope that by seeing their decisions put into action, we might more fully understand their reasoning. Wise and practical. Never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? This game is teaching lessons. Anyway, duty calls, other animals to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can't offer you more for your services. Just cough up the loot. Give me the loot. Did you learn anything new from your friend there? So we've confirmed that the order for this ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the Forum. However, the Gleaners had not been informed of its purpose. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We've also discovered when the operation was begun, the Forum contacted the Gleaners Guild ship, but the people did this great work some 4 days after the Talafari made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus, I'm inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of the Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Nay, this plan was long in the making. They were but awaiting the right time to put it into effect. And the Talafari's declaration was what set it all in motion? It seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Archie, and from there we can reach the lower... Oh, migraine. Spicy memory coming in. Kryl, what's wrong? I'm fine, truly. The sudden descent had left me with a bit of a headache, that's all. And then she drops. Nothing that will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. At least allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archean. We must follow the path east through the forest where you were chasing after that mouse. Or marmot, was it? Anyway, 'tis the trolls you need to watch out for. Yeah, they're big boys. They kind of big. I have an idea as to what's going on. Alright, so I'm gonna bust out my sage for this. Oh, I am the sage. Well, let's go then. Sage hype. The Green Gleaner seems to want a word with you. Excuse me, but aren't you the one who's assisting Erinville? If you have a moment, I could also use some help with a certain task. Simply put, I'm to hunt down a number of caribou. But as this is the first job I've accepted which requires any degree of violence, I'm not entirely confident in how I should approach my prey. You seem like the type of man who's seen his fair share of combat. What if I could observe you from a concealment while you engage my target fauna? We've done this before. I wouldn't need you to spend all day on it, of course. 1 or 2 examples in the forest west of here should be plenty. Let's say 2, shall we? I'll even pay you. Please? We've done this quest before. I've seen this before. I'm a bad hunter. Can you please hunt, and I'll get some notes. Whatever. We going to the moon, baby. To the moon. We're gonna kill ourselves some caribou. Caribou. I just have to be aware when the shield breaks. Damn, look at that shield on me, boy! Holy shit! It took a minute, but we did it. Yeah, it was pretty intense. Gonna kill ourselves some caribou. Did I miss what? Alright, that took us a minute, but we did it. And what's this? Let's keep going. Let's keep it moving. May I help you? Ah, yes, the Uldan compound. Excuse me, but whatever happened to the gleaner I was told to expect? You don't quite match his description. And so, here you are in this stead. I thought that might be the case. This facility primarily studies small Valken and their ilk, and their role as carriers of disease. As such, we seem to have become the subject of some rather unsettling, not to mention wholly unsubstantiated rumors. I imagine some senior gleamer was amusing himself by taunting his junior colleague with scary half-truths and outright fabrications. The scholar lent me patience, but such jests lead to no end of trouble for us. Misinformation, okay. In any case, I thank you for bringing me my delivery. Should you happen to return to our faint-hearted gleaner, pray do me the service of setting him straight on what it is we do here. They're making the Wuhan virus, and they will be unleashing it upon us. Alright, let's go back. Oh no, the crates. Oh no, the spiders. What's going on here? 77? I can't do this. My pally did. Wow. Oh shit. Oh yeah, getting them big heals too. Let's go. We got two pallies in the house. Hell yeah, boy. Ain't got a little XP on the way. Can't beat that. I do be feeling like a pizza right now, a slice of pizza. Oh. No, I didn't want to do that. Thank you for the instruction. While I doubt I can emulate your particular style, seeing you in action was enormously helpful. You've also provided a service by culling a few of the Labra's more prolific animals. Lest you worry, it's essential to reduce the caribou's numbers every now and again to maintain a stable habitat. There's nothing here killed for mere sport. Every part of the carcass is harvested and put to use, a practice I will make sure to carry out with the creatures you slew. There's still a few more that needs culling, but I think I can handle that on my own now, such as the Gleaner's Lot, or should I learn how to do soon? And I should learn how to do it sooner rather than later. Oh, and here's your payment. Wish me luck. Yeah, give me that money. That money. Let's go. You're back and not suffering from any horrible maladies? Well, nothing visible anyway. What's that mean? Hey, wait a minute. Hold up. What's that? You think someone's been having a laugh at my expense? But the others told me. They said the researchers ordered a forbidden substance from Udal so that they can conduct some sort of zombie powder, and that gleaners who deliver there are often never seen again. Aye, that does sound a bit unlikely now that I say it out loud. Grr, those lying bastards. Right, well, here's what I owe you, plus a little extra for keeping quiet. God's above, I'll never live this down. Let's get that ring, boy. Are you sure about that? $5.15. Alright. I guess I already had a pretty good ring. I suppose. Alright, how do I get over there? Take a close look at this mist sprayer. You'll find these devices throughout Mornville Forest, and I need you to see if they're functioning properly. It's nothing too complicated. If the sprayer's crystal is glowing blue, then that means it's working. If the crystal is dull, then it's most likely broken. Here, I'll jot down the locations of the sprayers. I haven't been able to check yet. Meanwhile, I'll go and see if there's any problems at Mist Loom. That's the big tower over there responsible for regulating the sprayers. That can be our meeting spot once you're finished checking the devices. Oh, it's daytime. Yeah, this won't be working. Crystal's glowing blue, which means it's working properly. The crystal is glowing blue. This mist sprayer appears to be functioning correctly. Alright, so how do I get up there? AC, if you're still with me, how is AVGN treating you? The sprayer's case is cracked. The crystal within inert and dull. This device appears to be malfunctioning. Great, just finished the snow level. Blizzard of balls. Ha, balls. I'm checking to see if the mist lamps are working in this underground town. And I'm feeling like I want a slice of pizza right now. Well, the mist loom technicians can detect nothing awry with the tower's workings. Any issues with the sprayers? Aha, so there was a malfunction after all. The sprayer's job is to keep this area blanketed in mist to accurately stimulate the moist, laden air of certain forest habitats. One broken device had no effect on the temperature, but the humidity had fallen out of the optimal range. If we hadn't caught the change, we would have started seeing an adverse effect on the forest's flora and fauna. Nice work, but I didn't want to bring your payment. I didn't bring your payment with me. Come back to Upper Akrinthros and we can settle accounts there. Well, I really want to go down there. Yeah, next up is Dungeons and Dickholes. Oh, nice. Real nice. I'm doing it. I'm going south. I need the etherite. Behold, the Archean, as Numenon serves as Charlane's literary archive, so it does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture, too, is similar. This building you see is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a matter of speaking, the Archean contains a physical history of Charlane's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. I'm going to attune to this etherite first. Yeah, we all just chilling in water? Cool. Damn. Okay. I'm grabbing a slice of pizza. Yeah, I kind of lied. I said I was going to get a slice of pizza. I got 2. It's the holidays, nothing wrong with treating yourself. True. I can rock with that. I will regret this, though. Did you happen to have anything delicious for dinner tonight, my friend? Collect all the quests here first. Again. Okay, something's weird here. Stuffed crust, baby. Oh, that's interesting. I can't kill them. Miners are always so weird. Oh boy. Let's commence the hauling. Boy. Enthralling. This is great. Ah, shit. No, 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 no! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Thank God. Fat Bert. Did I attune to this etherite? Yeah, because I was in the water. Ding! Bing bong! Holy Sheltron, let's go! What does that do? Let's see. Block incoming attacks. Grants Knight's Resolve. Reduces damage taken by 15%. Grants Knight's Benediction. Gradually recovers HP. Okay. Rotting log hype, let's go. Yeah, we got some logs. I think I did all I could do here. Let's continue with the main scenario. Students of Maltesian. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Excuse me. Yo, what's that frog doing? Found you. Found you. It says call. Call. Cuckoo. That's the one. Bro, I suck at this. Gotcha, bitch.
Fair shot. Nicely done. Let me truss this one up, and I'll make my way over to you.
There you are. Any new revelations?
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a gleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers hand-picked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research.
Excuse me.
I'm inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species, too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion, then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos.
Labyrinthos.
While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome. But consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
Yeah, we fought and killed God on a couple of times, so a mine shaft ain't going to be that big of a deal. Whoa! They even make it rain down here? That's pretty cool, right? I kind of want to go through a dungeon now. I am certain that that fight music is growing on me, though. Oh, you want some? Come get some. Since there's 3 of them, I will be using my area of effect spell. Yo, paladins are alright. They doing alright. Are these the grapes that I've been hearing about? Yeah, that's it. Straight tomato, straight onion. Haha. Okay. That's funny. Nuts. We got nuts, boys.
Hard to look away, isn't it? But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion. You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Have you learned aught of interest?
Yeah, these flowers are vibing.
A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we fail to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly. Isn't that the entrance to the Arcane? Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member? Or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice.
Oh, we being sneaky.
If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all... Cryer?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
I can almost reach you.
We're like getting a little sus, little sus there. Rightio. Ah. Oh, we toads now. Alpha Toad and Alley Toad. Okay. Hippity hoppity. What? Yeah, we doing frog shit out here.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlian scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
It's Amazon, baby. Amazon warehouses.
In an age long past, Charlian was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart. Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
He knew.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
My man knows Frogos. Oh, that's the wrong way. Oh boy, oh, hold up. We got a warrior frog. Oh boy, we got a lot of quests. We got a lot of quests going on here. Okay. How do I get up there? Ether current, let's go. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Just slouch a little. Okay, how do I get into here? Oh. This song is driving me crazy. I just wanna. Oh boy, this song. This will be the song they play at my funeral. I'll do it. I will do it. Just to prove a point. Oh. love to see it. Ah, the music! Uh-huh. Oh my god. What's up, little shaggles? Ha. At least I do not have to do any neurotic saving. How do I get down there? Here we go again. Yeah, here we go. Now I remember. Where the hell is Kryl? She's by those damn flowers, I bet. I'm not walking around here for hours on end. A guide of sorts. There you are.
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead. Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Thank you. Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, Here in the source, where I ferried her soul, I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you. Take the flower, walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will. That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy, surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine till the end, blinding and radiant.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first. So weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread. Imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked. But at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious! We've done nothing wrong!
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion. And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What, then, is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Oh, things are getting serious.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order. This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work. They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your Momentous duty of an age long past, that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention.
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a Forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own. The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policy-making process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility. I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission not through strife and bloodshed, but survival. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the Studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? No. If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Order! We will have order!
Master Monteshane raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlian. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand. I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Political drama. Well, it's 3 in the morning. I should really get some sleep. So we kind of got the Charlayans mad at us, so we better make sure we have all of our ducks in order. And until next time. Peace!